Hey everyone, and welcome back. Whether you're getting ready for that next big meeting or just trying to stay ahead of the curve in tech, well, today we are diving deep into a question that's been on everyone's mind. Will AI replace programmers?
Oh, yeah. Definitely hot topic.
For this deep dive, we're exploring this article, Will AI Replace Programmers? Exploring the future of coding in an automated world. And let me tell you, it's a fascinating read. We're going to break it down, look at both the amazing potential and maybe some limitations of AI in programming, and hopefully give you some solid takeaways.
Sounds good.
So, jumping right in, this whole idea of AI and programming, it's not exactly brand new, is it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's definitely not a new concept. We can actually trace it way back, to the early days of computing. Think about Alan Turing, like his groundbreaking work really laid some of the foundation for what we're seeing now.
Wow. So so we're talking like way back, and now obviously things have evolved a lot since then. What are we seeing today? Like, what are some actual examples of how AI is being used in programming right now?
So think about like right now, AI is being used to assist programmers in a bunch of different ways. One example that comes to mind is code completion tools.
Yeah, yeah,
Those have been around for a while, but now they're like supercharged with AI. You know,
right.
they can practically predict what you're going to type next. It's almost like having a coding buddy right there with you, helping you out.
Yeah, like a super smart autocomplete filling in those lines of code.
Exactly. And it's not just about, making things faster. AI is also being used to automate testing frameworks.
Right.
So these frameworks can actually generate and run thousands of tests way faster than human could ever do it,
Oh, wow.
which frees up programmers to focus on, the more creative and complex stuff.
So it sounds like, at least for now, AI is more about, like you said, enhancing programmer productivity than completely replacing them.
Yeah, for now, I think that's a fair assessment. It's more about augmenting human capabilities.
Okay. Okay, I'm with you there. Now, what about this whole generative AI thing? It sounds kind of sci-fi, like straight out of a movie. Can you break that down for us a bit?
Oh yeah, generative AI. It's a really fascinating area of machine learning. Basically, these algorithms are trained on massive data sets of code, and they can actually generate new code
Mm-hmm.
based on what you tell them to do. It's
Wow.
like imagine you could just describe a function you want to create,
Yeah.
just in plain English, and then boom, an AI tool just spits up the code for you.
That is wild. So we've got these AI tools that can help us write code faster, test it more efficiently. But what about the quality of the code itself? Can we really trust AI to generate code that's actually good? Like, is it reliable?
That's where things get a little bit trickier.
Okay.
Generative AI, it is powerful, but it's still pretty early in its development. The code it generates, it really depends on the data it was trained on. If that
Yeah.
data is, biased or limited in some way, the
Yeah.
output's going to reflect that.
So it's like garbage in, garbage out, right?
Yeah, kind of. So human oversight is still super important. We can't just let these AI tools run wild and expect perfect code to just, magically appear.
Gotcha. So programmers still have a vital role to play.
Absolutely. They're the ones who provide context.
Mhm.
They refine the output,
Yeah.
make sure the code actually meets the needs of the project. It's definitely a collaboration.
A partnership, not a replacement.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So moving on a bit, let's talk about AI's role in software testing and debugging. I've heard some buzz about AI making a big splash in this area. What's going on there?
Well, AI is really like revolutionizing software testing in a
Mhm.
few ways. First of all, it can generate a wider range of test cases than a human ever could,
Mhm.
so it can cover more scenarios, potentially catch more bugs.
So it's like having an army of virtual testers working 24/7 hunting down those pesky glitches.
Yeah, you could think of it that way. But it's not just about quantity, it's about intelligence.
Up.
AI testing tools
Mhm.
can, analyze code, identify potential vulnerabilities that a human might miss. They can even prioritize the most critical errors, helping developers focus their efforts where they matter most.
Right.
So it's a pretty big deal.
That's pretty amazing. So it seems like AI is becoming a really powerful ally for programmers when it comes to testing and debugging, helping them create software that's more robust and reliable,
Mhm.
which is good news for all of us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI is already being used, but what about the future?
Yeah. Where's all this heading?
Exactly. What does the future hold for programmers in this AI-powered world? That's what we're going to dive into next. Stick around. So it sounds like AI is really becoming this powerful partner for programmers in testing and debugging, helping them create software that's more robust and reliable.
Oh, absolutely. And that actually leads us to like a crucial point that this article brings up. the future of programming.
Right, right.
Is it really all about AI taking over, or is there something more nuanced, something more collaborative happening?
Yeah, well, the article we're looking at, it seems to be pointing toward collaboration, right? Like
Uh,
humans and AI working together, each kind of leveraging their own unique strengths.
yeah, exactly.
So what does that look like in practice? Like, how would that actually work?
Well, think about it like a partnership
Okay.
where AI is handling the heavy lifting, automating those repetitive tasks, maybe suggesting solutions, while humans are providing the creativity, the strategy, the big picture thinking.
Hmm. So programmers become more like architects in a way,
Yeah. Yeah.
designing the blueprint, overseeing the construction, while AI is like the skilled laborer handling the detailed execution.
I like that analogy. And,
Hmm.
and, you know, this kind of collaboration, it could lead to some pretty amazing outcomes.
Yeah, how so?
Well, imagine you're working on this really complex algorithm and you hit a roadblock.
Been there.
Instead of spending hours, digging through documentation and code, you could turn to an AI assistant for guidance. It could analyze the problem, suggest potential solutions, even generate code snippets based on your instructions.
So it's like having a super powered coding mentor right there at your fingertips.
Yeah, in a way.
That would definitely speed things up, and who knows,
Yeah.
maybe even lead to more creative and innovative solutions that we wouldn't have thought of otherwise.
It's definitely possible.
Okay. But what about the people who, they're worried that AI will eventually make human programmers obsolete? Like, what does the article say about the job market? What skills do programmers need to stay relevant in this rapidly changing landscape?
Yeah, that's a valid concern for sure.
Right.
The article does acknowledge those concerns, but it offers a more optimistic outlook, I'd say.
Okay.
While it's true that some routine coding jobs might be, automated eventually, the demand for skilled programmers who can work effectively with AI, that's likely to increase.
So it's less about resisting AI and more about embracing it, like
Yeah.
learning to adapt our skills to this evolving world.
Exactly. Exactly. The programmers who are going to thrive in this new era, they're the ones who are willing to learn those new tools,
Ah.
experiment with AI technologies, and develop a deeper understanding of how AI can actually enhance their own capabilities.
So it's about becoming more than just coders.
Yeah.
It's about becoming AI collaborators,
Right.
bridging that gap between human creativity and machine intelligence.
But I think that's a great way to put it.
That makes a lot of sense, but it also kind of brings up another question. How do we even prepare for this future? Like, what kind of education and training do we need to really equip ourselves for this AI-powered world of programming?
Well, the article talks about a shift in educational approaches.
Yeah.
There's a greater emphasis on hands-on learning now.
Okay.
Students are encouraged to actually experiment with AI tools, integrate them into real-world projects.
Hmm.
It's about moving beyond just the theoretical knowledge and developing those practical skills in AI-assisted programming.
So it's not just learning to code, it's learning to code with AI.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay. Okay. And I guess that goes beyond just like the technical skills too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's also about fostering, critical thinking, problem-solving
Mhm.
abilities and a deep understanding of the ethical implications of AI. I think that's crucial.
Right. We want to make sure that the next generation of programmers is equipped to not only build innovative software, but to use AI responsibly and ethically.
Definitely. Definitely. It's a big responsibility.
Okay, so we've talked about kind of the present and the future of AI and programming, but this article, it doesn't just stay at a high level, right?
No, it doesn't.
It digs into specifics,
Yeah.
like how AI is being applied in different programming domains.
Right.
What are some of the key areas where AI is really making a significant impact?
Well, the article explores a whole range of domains,
Yeah.
from web development to mobile app development, data science, even game development.
Wow, so AI is everywhere.
It really is. It's pretty remarkable. Let's take web development as an example.
Okay.
AI is already being used to automate website design, generate content, personalize user experiences.
Hmm.
Imagine being able to just input your ideas and preferences into an AI tool, and it generates a fully functional website tailored to your needs.
That's amazing. It sounds like AI could completely revolutionize how we approach web development, make it faster, more efficient, and maybe even more accessible to people who don't have extensive coding knowledge.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility, and similar advancements are happening in mobile app development too.
Oh, wow. How so?
AI is being used to analyze user behavior, suggest code improvements, even automate testing processes, and that leads to faster development cycles, more user-friendly apps.
And what about data science? That seems like a field where AI would have a natural advantage.
Oh, absolutely. Data science is all about extracting insights and knowledge from these massive amounts of data, and AI is perfect for that.
Right.
AI algorithms can analyze huge data sets,
Mm.
identify patterns, make predictions with a speed and accuracy that we could only dream of. Has huge implications for fields like finance, healthcare marketing, even scientific research.
So AI isn't just changing how we write code, it's changing how we understand and interact with the world around us through data.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And the article also touches on the role of AI in game development, which is pretty fascinating.
Oh yeah. What's happening there?
We're seeing AI being used to create more realistic and engaging game environments, generate non-player characters with complex behaviors, even design game levels that adapt to the player's actions.
Wow. It
Some of
sounds
them
like AI is really pushing the boundaries of creativity in game development.
it really is. It's opening up all these new possibilities for immersive and interactive experiences.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. So we've covered these specific examples, but let's zoom out for a second, take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We've talked about the practical applications of AI, the changes in education, the potential impact on jobs, but what are the broader implications of this AI powered revolution in programming? Like what does it all mean in the grand scheme of things?
That's a great question, a really important one. The article argues that AI isn't just a tool, it's a catalyst for a fundamental shift in how we approach software development.
Okay.
It's pushing us to rethink the role of the programmer, to embrace this idea of collaboration, and to explore new paradigms of creativity and innovation.
Mm. So it's not just about automating tasks. It's about transforming the entire software development process.
Exactly, exactly. AI is challenging us to move beyond those traditional coding practices and embrace new ways of thinking and working.
Okay.
It's forcing us to ask those fundamental questions about the nature of creativity, the role of human intelligence, and the future of work itself.
That's a lot to ponder, but it also sounds incredibly exciting. It's like we're on the verge of a new era in technology driven by this powerful synergy between human ingenuity and AI's capabilities.
I think that's a great way to frame it. And the article encourages us to approach this new era with a sense of optimism, a
Hmm.
willingness to embrace change. It's a call to action for programmers to stay curious, to keep learning, and to view AI not as a threat, but as an opportunity.
An opportunity to explore uncharted territories, create a future where technology empowers us to achieve more than we ever thought possible.
Exactly.
I like that. A call to action is a good reminder that we're not just passive observers in this technological revolution.
Oh,
We have the power to shape its direction, guide its development, and ensure that it serves humanity in positive and meaningful ways.
absolutely, absolutely. And the article it emphasizes that this responsibility it goes beyond just programmers.
Okay.
It's a shared responsibility. It involves policymakers, educators, business leaders, society as a whole.
Yeah, we all have a part to play.
Yeah, we need to have these open and honest conversations about the ethical implications of AI established guidelines for its responsible development and use, and ensure that its benefits are distributed equitably across all segments of society.
It's a powerful message. It's a good reminder that technology isn't just about bits and bytes. It's about people, about values, about the kind of future we want to create.
Exactly. And the article concludes by emphasizing that the future of programming in this AI-powered world, it's not predetermined.
Hmm.
It's a future that we are actively shaping with every line of code we write, every algorithm we develop, every choice we make.
Right. It's in our hands.
It's a future that holds immense potential for good, but it's also a future that demands our careful consideration and responsible stewardship.
So it's a call to action not just for programmers but for all of us, a call to embrace the possibilities, navigate the challenges, and work together to create a future where technology empowers us to build a better world for everyone.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And on that note, I think this is a good place to transition to the final part of our deep dive. Let's explore some of those concluding thoughts from the article and see what key takeaways we can really glean from this insightful exploration of AI and the future of programming.
All right, so we've covered a ton of ground in this deep dive. We've gone from the The historical roots of AI in programming all the way to, the potential impact on jobs and even ethical considerations. Phew. It's pretty clear that AI is like reshaping the entire programming landscape.
Yeah, it really is.
So, as we kind of wrap things up, what are some of the key takeaways that the article highlights in its conclusion?
Well, it really emphasizes that, while those concerns about AI potentially replacing some programming jobs are valid, the the reality is much more complex than that.
Okay.
AI tools are really emerging as these powerful allies for programmers. They're helping them work more efficiently, tackle more complex challenges, and ultimately create better software.
So it's not about being afraid of AI. It's about understanding what it can do and learning how to use it to our advantage.
Exactly, exactly. The article, it encourages programmers to see AI as a partner, collaborator in the software development process.
Okay.
It highlights how important it is to keep learning, to stay updated on the latest advancements in AI, and to develop the skills to work effectively alongside these intelligent tools.
So it's about adapting to this ever-changing landscape, recognizing that the future of programming belongs to those who are willing to embrace change and harness the power of AI.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
And the article goes on to address some common questions and misconceptions about AI and programming, right?
Yeah, it
Like, for instance, it tackles the question of whether AI will completely replace human programmers anytime soon.
right, right. Which is the big question on everybody's mind.
Yeah, that's the one everyone wants to know. What's the article's take on that?
Well, it's actually pretty reassuring.
Yeah.
It suggests that, while AI can automate certain tasks and help with various parts of programming, it's unlikely to completely replace human programmers in the foreseeable future.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that programming involves more than just writing code. You know,
Right, right.
it requires creativity, problem-solving skills,
Hmm.
and understanding of human needs and desires. And these are areas where AI still has a long way to go.
So it's not really about AI versus humans. It's more about AI and humans working together,
Yeah,
each kind of contributing their unique strengths to the software development process.
I think that's a much better way to think about it.
And the article also emphasizes the importance of human oversight in AI powered programming, right?
Yeah, it does.
It stresses that programmers will continue to play a vital role in guiding these AI tools, providing context, refining their output, and making sure that the software being created is ethical and aligns with human values.
Right. It's all about finding that balance.
Yeah, it's about recognizing that AI is this incredibly powerful tool, but it's still a tool,
Mm.
and it needs to be used responsibly and ethically, which requires human judgment and guidance.
Absolutely.
And the article encourages programmers to really engage with AI, to experiment with these new tools and explore the creative possibilities they offer.
Yeah, it's about seeing AI not as a threat, but as an opportunity.
Right, an opportunity to kind of expand our horizons, push the boundaries of what's possible, and create software that's more innovative, more efficient, and,
Right.
and ultimately more human-centric.
Exactly, exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought from the article.
Okay, what's that?
It suggests that the most important skill for programmers in this AI powered world, it's not necessarily technical expertise, but adaptability.
Adaptability. That's interesting. Why is adaptability so crucial in this context?
Well, because the field of AI is constantly evolving.
Hmm.
New tools are emerging all the time, new techniques are being developed, and AI's capabilities are expanding at an unprecedented rate.
Yeah, things are moving fast.
They really are. And the programmers who will thrive in this dynamic environment,
Yeah.
they're the ones who can adapt quickly, who are willing to learn new things, and who see change as an opportunity for growth.
So it's about having that growth mindset, being willing to step outside of our comfort zones
Yeah.
and believing that we can learn and adapt to whatever challenges the future throws our way.
Exactly,
Mm.
exactly. And that's what's so great about this field.
Yeah.
It's constantly pushing us to learn to grow, to
Yeah.
expand our horizons. It's a field where the only limit is our own imagination.
Well said. So to everyone listening out there, whether you're a seasoned programmer or just starting your coding journey, embrace the challenge, embrace the possibilities, and let's see what amazing things we can create together in this exciting new era of AI-powered programming.
I think that's a fantastic message to end on.
Well, that about wraps it up for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of AI and the future of programming.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, keep coding, keep learning,
Oh,
and keep exploring the fascinating world of technology.